All right, rollover. So biggest thing with rollover is if you cannot do seal, you are going to struggle with rollover. So seal is the Pilates exercise where it's kind of like a combination of rolling like a ball, but rather than just rolling back to the tips of your shoulder blades, you're rolling back onto your shoulders to almost do a shoulder stand, like you're sticking your butt up into the ceiling. So with seal, you're staying back here, okay? So if you cannot hold your seal there, you're going to struggle with rollover. Couldn't think of what it was called, because you have to bring your legs over your head for rollover. And so if you struggle with any legs over hip exercises and mats such as jackknife and boomerang, you got to work on your seal. So if your seal is great and you can hold your seal for like 5 seconds or so, then you can start going into rollover. So with rollover, it's more upper body than you think it is. A lot of people think it's about trying to hoist their legs over their head. What it really is pushing your upper arms into the mat, but creating the connection from your armpit to your hip as you do. You want to use your serratus muscles and your traps. So, starting with rollover, you lie down onto the mat, and I'm going to start with my knees bent and my legs up to the sky at 90 degrees. Now, what people will do is they will try to hoist their legs over their head like that. Ugh, Jesus Christ. Okay? That is trying to use momentum rather than using your core. So what I want you to do, piece of hair, is push your upper arms, your triceps into the mat, open your chest, push your arms into the mat to lift your hips up. Now, the idea of rollover is you're trying to get your legs behind your head, but they don't have to touch the mat. If they can touch the mat, great. Let them down. If you struggle with that, then don't worry about it. Now, if you can start here, sorry, I'm jumbled. Trying hard to talk in this position. So even if your legs are touching your mat, you're not collapsed here like this. You're lifted and they're coming behind you. Now, once they touch the mat, they open up, and then slow and controlled, you're trying to keep the distance equal between your chest and your thighs. You roll it down. Now, momentum wants to pull you down, don't let it. Bring your legs back together. Now lift up, push your upper arms into the mat. Don't use momentum, use your core. Bring your legs behind you, don't collapse into yourself. Open them up, flex your feet, roll it down, down, down. Keep the distance equal between your thighs and your chest. Now, your reverse directions, I think you can do like 3 sets. On the reverse directions, you open your legs at the bottom. All right, so you're supposed to bring your legs to 45, open them up. Now from here, lift up. Push in through your upper arms, lift your legs, but keep your abs scooped. Push your low back towards the opposite side of the group. Bring your legs together. I think it's point your toes on this one. Flex your feet, yeah. And then round it down. Keep the space between your chest and your thighs the same. Take it slow. And then back down. And then you open them up, push in through your upper arms, go into a shoulder bridge, lift your legs behind you, don't collapse, lift, really keep that scoop. Bring your legs together, round it down, or yeah, lower it down. So, the slower you go in rollover, the harder it's gonna be, because you're not using momentum to fling your body up, you are using your actual core strength. It is a fucking physical exercise. I'm dying, right? My traps are on fire. It's an advanced mat exercise for a reason, and you will find that advanced mat is a lot of tricep strength. Here, a lot of people, and core strength, yes, but a lot of people are like, oh, it's flexibility and it's mobility and it's just throwing my hips over my head. No, it is using your triceps and your upper body to help elevate your legs over you while still keeping that C curve and that scoop in your abdominals and not collapsing into yourself. Jackknife is the same thing. You're not trying to fold in half like a book. You're almost trying to create, I don't know, a UV. Like you're in a V, but the bottom is scooped like a U. And then when you're rolling down with resistance. Gravity wants to slam your body down. Pilates is challenging gravity and saying, no, I'm not gonna let you throw my body down. I am going to slowly and controlled bring my body down for myself. Now, if you're struggling with roll over, you need to work on roll up, you need to work on seal, you need to work on building upper body strength. Yes, it has to do with glute strength too. Like you need strength in your glutes, but a lot of people underestimate the fact that you really need a lot of upper body strength to be able to lift your hips over your head without using momentum and using your core. So get on the tower, start working out your triceps. Why not the reformer? The reformer is great, but you're not gonna get the strength from the springs. These are the leg springs, which you can use for arm exercises on the tower, but these springs are heavy as fuck. If you were doing tricep exercises on the tower, you are going to build this muscle so much, and it's gonna make it so much easier to bring your hips over your head. So don't just try to grind it out and doing rollover over and over and over again. Get on the different apparatuses and start working the different parts of your body to build up to rollover. If you have tight hamstrings or a tight low back and you can't get your legs over the head without feeling it in your low back, get on a barrel. Start doing ballet stretches. Do the back stretch on the barrel. If you're struggling, we already talked about that, with rolling like a ball, work on that. Work on roll up, work on seal, work on anything that creates core strength, right? Get on the different apparatuses and try to build your overall physique rather than trying to run the same exercise into the ground. You will be less frustrated that way, and you will see how quickly you improve if you try that.